if you are using Wealthsimple to buy US stocks, you could end up paying a staggering 20.8 Canadian dollar. I'll also explain a very similar story for the options as well and show you how you can save on these fees. Whether you are trading stocks or options blindly without knowing all the important data, and with tools available, I was able to enter near the support level. You should also have the ability to sell the options, because with this strategy you can earn the premium instead of paying the premium. So do you know how much you are really paying in fees when you buy the US stocks and trade options in Canada? Let me tell you. So if you are using Wealthsimple to buy US stocks, you could end up paying a staggering 20.8 Canadian dollar just in currency exchange fees when you try to purchase just 4 Tesla stocks at $250 each, and that's a 1.5% fee. And when you sell those stocks and convert the US dollar back to Canadian dollars, you will incur that same 1.5% fees again, and this results in a total loss of 3% right off the bat. Shortly, I'll also explain a very similar story for the options as well and show you how you can save on these fees. Now, if you are using Questrade, then again you will have to pay the same 1.5% exchange fees unless you use the Norbert's Gambit. But that strategy only makes sense for the larger amounts, and it takes time to convert your money. On top of that, it will charge minimum of $4.95 to buy the stocks, and these fees can negatively impact your profits in the long run. Now, there are several strategies to help you save on these fees. I have recently come across a platform that charges only around 3.95 Canadian dollars to convert Canadian dollars to 1,000 US dollars. And for the same example, to buy those 4 Tesla stocks, it cost 2.03 US dollar, which is approximately 2.79 Canadian dollars, making the total cost around 6.74 Canadian dollars, which is significantly lower than the 20.8 Canadian dollar fee which you have to pay on Wealthsimple and also on Questrade fees. And the platform where you can save these fees is Moomoo, because they only charge 0.09% exchange fees and $2 per conversion. Please note that these charges are based on the conversion rates at the time of making this video and will vary slightly at different times. Now let's talk about the options. So for options on Wealthsimple, you will be charged $2 USD per contract plus the 1.5% currency conversion fee. Whereas for Questrade, it charges around 9.95 plus $1 per contract, which totals around $10.95. And this is significantly higher compared to Moomoo, which charges a minimum of $1.5 per contract. Again, I encourage you to check the fees online on each broker's website so you will get the clarity on which broker is cheaper for you. So the first point was about the fees. The second point which you should be aware of is whether you are trading stocks or options blindly without knowing all the important data. For example, it's not a recommendation, but I wanted to buy a call option for Hershey stock, and with tools available like indicators, trend line and volume data, I was able to enter near the support level of around $183. Now with these indicators and tools, I was able to have the idea on where I should get in the stock. And while evaluating a stock, comparing the current PE of the stock to the industry PE and what is the historical PE of that stock, this kind of data helps determine if the stock is overvalued or not. And this data allows me to get an idea about the ideal entry point for any stock. And once you have the idea about your entry point, you can create a price alerts and set up conditional orders to stop losses and take profits at your target prices. Now, if you are using some other platforms that doesn't show this information, then you might be losing the edge against others. Additionally, with the options, you should not only buy the call options and buy the put options, you should also have the ability to sell the options, because with this strategy you can earn the premium instead of paying the premium. And this is definitely one of the strategies that you could consider while trading the options. Now, one feature which I find very unique is the unusual activities observed in the option chain, and this information gives an edge to predict the moves for the options. And the best part about Moomoo is that it offers level 2 data for free for the funded accounts, which is a significant advantage compared to the other platforms where you might not get the level 2 data, or you might have to pay some extra fees to access those level 2 data. And for investor who wants to invest in stocks, for instance, which have lower PE or lower PB ratios, you can customize your stock picks using the 100 criterias across 14 categories, including market trends, financial indicators, and technical signals. And this customization allows you to stick to your investing style and find the stocks which fits it. And for example, if you want to find out the Canadian bank stocks which are trading at lower PB ratio, then you can use this screening tool and you can find out these stocks. So to summarize, try to pay lower fees and use all the mentioned tools to increase your potential gains. If you don't have an account with Moomoo, I would highly recommend to check them out. You can register with the link in the description to enjoy 6.1% annual yield cash rebate and get up to $2,000 commission rebate. You can also earn a $200 cash reward for $2,000 deposit, which is 10% return right away. And if you transfer $100,000, you can get $1,200 in cash rewards. I would like to thank you Moomoo for sponsoring this video and enabling us to share this knowledge. This video is for educational purposes, and please do not consider this as an financial advice or a recommendation.